What's up, YouTube family? It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. It's a beautiful warm spring day here, and I actually had a busy day with the kids. Went to a little homeschool activity. I was gonna leave the hay putting out job to Ben for this afternoon, and lo and behold, he has to work late. I'm going to give you some updates on the cows. The little guy that lost his mom a few weeks ago when he was 5 weeks old, and we tried unsuccessfully to put him on a new mom so he could get milk for a few more weeks, and that didn't work. Some cows will nurse anyone who will stand still, and then some, like this little guy, won't nurse anybody else, just refuses to. So he weaned himself at 5 weeks when his mom died. That's the only cow we've lost. Thankfully, I'm praising the Lord for that, since we've got this huge herd of cows. But we've lost a few calves, but I'm going to give you some updates on that. But that little guy is the one that we asked y'all, and then when Jeff from Bobblehead came over, we asked on his video to help us name him. Well, I'm going to tell you the little guy's name. We had a lot of great suggestions, and it was a hard choice, but Ben said when someone, it's a simple name, but when someone suggested this, he was like, that's the one, that's his name. And actually, we had another bull that was born to this group of cows we bought that is super awesome looking, that we're also going to keep for a herd bull. So with having almost 80 mama cows, we're going to have several herd bulls. You can rent those, lease them, sometimes borrow them from people, but we would just rather have our own. So he's getting a name too. I'm going to show him to you. Sorry, Lane's working in the background. It's really a working farm around here. But Lane, Emily, and I are going to try to attempt, he's old. He was born in like November. He's huge to be still nursing his mom. We are going to attempt to go out there and split him from the rest of the herd and get him in a pen, you can see behind me, with steers and heifers that are about to be going across the highway. We've had a couple neighbors say, hey, put some cows on my fields because they're just growing up, and I'd rather you do that than have to pay someone to bush hog them. If you can get into some deals like that, it helps the landowner out. And also, I mean, it's like what Joel Salatin talks about, having a mobile farm. You don't have to buy all this land if people will allow you to use it, and it's mutually beneficial. So they're going over there to some land. Some of it's ours, some of it's land that borders ours, which works out perfect. We're gonna have a very small rotational grazing group over there of our steers that will be for meat later in the fall, heifers for my milk herd, and these two little bulls. So I'm going to take you along as I put out hay. We're going to attempt to split this bull off, and I'm going to introduce you to him. So stay tuned. My trusty assistant. So we got the hay put out. Lane's out here with me. I've got Emily way up at the barn occupying the steers and heifers that are in the field. We're attempting to move this little bull too. We got to keep them from getting out, try to get him in, and not a whole bunch more in. This is not normally something we'd attempt without Ben being here, but we really need to get it done, because the point of this is let them all be in the same field and kind of become a group, so that when we move them across the road, they kind of stick together as a herd. If you throw someone new in, sometimes cows are kind of cliquish, I guess. They'll kind of hang out and not really accept the new one right off. So I'm wanting them to be a group just for their own safety before they go over there, because we don't live over there and I don't see them all the time. Okay, I'm gonna kind of show you where he's laying and show you where we're trying to take him. Then we're just gonna attempt this. It may or may not work. So that's him. I just showed you. We're trying to take him. He's right back there laying down all the way. I'm gonna turn y'all around. All the way up there to the barn. There's some gates up there. I don't know if you can see them. I'll try to zoom in on them. Right there at the side of the barn. That's gonna lead into the pasture behind our house. And that's where all the other steers and heifers are. So we're gonna try to just gently, you might can get a peek of Emily up there opening the gates. She's occupied the others. Let's give this a try. Okay, this video may get shaky, but I gotta concentrate on driving too, so I'll do my best. Oh, gotta jump off. Nope. Keep going. Come on. Lane, come in. He's beating me again. You about beat me, didn't you, Bubba? Didn't you?
Hang on, hang on.
Just be gentle, be gentle. All right, y'all, we're just trying to get him from there to those gates. This is becoming a rodeo.
If you can't tell, this is a lot harder than it looks. Round 3.
Okay, we've been chasing a calf for 20 minutes. It's on to plan B. We're gonna dump some feed out and try to lure him up here by the gate and split him off. He doesn't want to come very far from the herd, and so we're trying to get him lured up by this gate. We'll see how this goes. Well, the calf has won this battle. We're hot and tired, and we've chased him all over this field, and I don't want to stress him out too bad, so we're calling it defeat for today. He's gonna stay out here with his mom till another day when Ben's here to help. So this guy behind me is named Bubba. That's what Ben wanted to name him, and he's walking off. But he is gonna be one of our new herd bulls if we can ever get him away from his mama. But that's his name, so let's go meet the other one that y'all helped us name. That little guy way out there walking this way is the one that was in the barn that I was feeding every day. I don't know if he's gonna come up here or not, but we had so many name suggestions. Thank y'all so much. But we decided to name him Junior. And that may not sound too original to y'all, but we wouldn't be where we are today without a man named Junior. That is actually what everyone called Ben's grandpa. Our kids still talk about Grandpa Junior. That's who, the man who lived like he had nothing, but he bought land every chance he got to leave to his family, and that is the land we live on today. And without his frugal living and business decisions, we would not have the farm we have today. So when someone suggested that, it sounds kind of like Junior, like a country or silly name or whatever, but Ben was like, that's the one. We're gonna name him Junior, and we may as well name the other one Bubba. So we got Junior and Bubba, and then actually we've got one more because we bought one, can't remember, last fall I think, and he's out here too. Let me show you him, and that's gonna be our 3 herd bulls for the future. So that one in the middle is our 3rd one. We bought him. He still needs a name, so I'm not sure yet what his name's gonna be. All right, we're gonna try to take you on a successful thing the kids and I were gonna do while Ben was at work, and separate that bull off and introduce you to the new bull, and nothing went according to plan. But that's how it goes sometimes. We're gonna try again another day. The cattle are doing awesome. We had so many people ask us this weekend, and just thank y'all for caring. We have, at this point, we have 46 calves, but we have 28 more to go. So that tells you we'll have like 74 total calves when all's said and done. It seems like they have them for a few days, and then we go for a spurt of no calves. So we're in a little spurt of no calves, but that's okay because I think the worst of the weather is behind us, so the rest of them should be born in nice weather. That's really good. They all seem healthy, fat and sassy. We're about to get the water line hooked up and start rotating them. Like I told you, a small group's going to a rotating pasture across the road. We'll have to run them through the woods at some point across the road. If you've watched our videos for a while, that's where I fell and while I was holding the camera. I went down. If you haven't seen that, you should go back and watch that. It's called This Is Our Funniest Video Yet, so y'all should check that out. But that's where they're gonna rotate. We're gonna get the water line hooked up and rotate our huge group back here. That's coming right away because it is all of a sudden green. It's almost summer here. So I'm super excited. Winter's been long and I'm glad it's over. Thanks for going with us today, even though it didn't work out. Oh well, that's how it goes sometimes. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and God bless.